Ruahei, the best rugby player in the world. How does that sound?
Weird. I don't know. Yeah, it's just, it sounds real weird, I guess, and strange, because, you know, we don't play footy for awards or accolades, especially not individual ones at least. So to stand here achieving this, I'm proud to, you know, represent my whānau, my family, my hapu, my iwi back in Aotearoa, and to represent my club, College Rifles, my union, Auckland Rugby, and also my team, the Black Ferns. Yeah.
You beat out Sophie de Goody, Lawson Seuss, Alex Matthews, and Portia Woodman.
Yeah, I don't know how.
That is phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how I said on stage that, like, I congratulated them, but to even be here tonight, even if we went home with nothing, is an achievement in itself, you know, to be nominated and recognised at the World Rugby Awards. Like, this is not, I didn't even know this was a thing, you know. This isn't why we play to have fun with our mates, but it's pretty special.
How have you guys turned what you call playing backyard footy into the best rugby on earth? How do you maintain that level of freedom and still win?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think the first thing, and it's quite a hard thing actually, is to play the way that we do. You need a lot of courage, you need a lot of guts, and it's quite hard to execute that type of game plan, to think that way. And it took quite a special group of players, you know, to be able to play that game consistently week in, week out. In addition to that, we had, you know, a great coaching group. A lot is mentioned about our attack, but, you know, there's no attack without defence, and we always wanted to try and turn defence into 7 points, into 5 points, and I don't know about anyone else, but a lot of us in the team never thought about footy like that, and it was challenging, and it took a lot of hard work, and I guess, you know, sometimes it looked like backyard footy, like we say, and we were playing with a lot of flair, but it was everyone just working really hard to get into position and, you know, be an option for the ball carrier.
The exuberance with which so many of your backline plays is very beautifully contrasted by how composed you constantly seem to be in the eye of the storm that is just kind of raging sometimes around you. Do you feel that calmness inside, or do we just not see it?
I would say that, you know, there's definitely times where I'm not calm, and I don't know if that's people can't see it or they're just not looking. But, you know, rugby's a 80-minute game. It's a game of two halves. There's still a lot of time left to do a lot of things on the field. And while we have these electric players, not only in our backline but also in our forward pack, yeah, it's just, I guess, part of my job as a 10. I don't know.
Talk to me about your personal journey this year. So you guys came here in November and, as you said, had a really tough time of it. And then you were made captain. And it surprised so many who didn't know the makeup of the team and didn't understand what was happening on the inside.
Yeah.
What did you go through in preparation to stepping into that role? What about it? What did you learn about yourself in the process?
Obviously, I learned a lot. I mean, no one would go into that position and not learn anything. I was very well supported by the leadership group that I was surrounded by, but also a great group of coaching and support staff who encouraged my off-field growth, obviously with the coaches that we had, but also with Alan Bunting, who's been massive in the 7 space with our 7s girls, so he came across to the 15 space. That was awesome. I guess like everyone else who was shocked about you know, being named captain, I was also shocked. I was equally shocked. It came out of nowhere for me as well. And I was really fortunate when I first made the team to be captained by one of the great Black Fern captains, Fialfa Mosili, who's here tonight. And I contacted Fee and I said to her, you know, Fee, she contacted me and said, congratulations, blah, 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 blah. And I said, do you have any words? Do you have any advice? I don't know why I asked her, because I knew what she was going to say. She's the type of captain who didn't speak much, but led through her actions. And Les Elder gave me another great piece of advice. She said, don't change, you've been selected for a reason, so keep doing what you're doing. And so I thought, well, I'm not going to change just because I've got a C next to my name. I'll just keep being the player that I am. And when Kennedy was announced co-captain, I was able to ring Kenny and tell her. So to be able to work alongside each other and share that load, especially during a home World Cup with all the pressures that comes with, was made things so much easier for me, and I think for both of us, so that we could just focus on the footy. And yeah, it's been an unreal journey actually.